Hi there, I'm Dr. Patty Haebe, and today we are going to be talking about 10 ways to boost male fertility and improve sperm health. Please like and subscribe for more Premom fertility tips. All right, so let's start with number one. The first way to boost male fertility. Number one is we want to eat foods that will help to increase the sperm count. So, in order to do this, we want to focus on foods that are packed with antioxidants and omega-3s. So, foods that I really like males to focus on is like dark chocolate. It's super packed with antioxidants, good quality, high cacao content. And it's also packed with something called arginine, which can be helpful for male fertility. Also, berries of all shapes and sizes are super helpful. Not only are they super high in vitamin C, which is super important, they're just filled with antioxidants in general, and they have a low sugar content, which is a really good thing. And then my one other fertility food for men, I would say, is eating Brazil nuts. They are a wonderful source of selenium, and we know that selenium is really, really good for sperm quality. So we really want to make sure that we are getting adequate, but not too much selenium in. So just 1 to 2 Brazil nuts a day is really, really going to be good for male fertility. And when it comes to eating for improving male fertility in general, we really want to focus on eating organic foods. So sticking to more organic is better. It's going to be free of pesticides, which some research does show that it is impacting sperm quality. So we just want to do everything we can to really optimize that sperm fertility. All right, number 2 on the list for improving male fertility is going to be supplementation. We want to do good nutrient supplementation in addition to a very healthy diet. So, as far as supplementation goes, men really want to focus on taking a multivitamin that has both selenium and zinc in it. Remember, we talked about those Brazil nuts a few minutes ago? We want to make sure it's in their multivitamin just to make sure there's enough. In addition to that, CoQ10 and carnitine, acetyl L-carnitine, have both been shown to help to improve sperm motility and are just going to improve overall sperm quality in general. So those are some really useful supplements. In addition, I love to see my male patients taking really good quality omega-3 fish oils, between 1 to 2 grams of fish oil a day to really make sure we're decreasing inflammation, supporting that membrane synthesis of those sperm. And again, it's another factor for overall health, which is really, really important. All right, number 3 on the list is to stop smoking weed. We really want to get rid of THC containing products. So marijuana is out the door. There's a lot of studies that have come out that shows that THC is just not good and negatively impacts sperm quality. So while trying to conceive, it is important that your partner abstains from using marijuana. And again, anything that you eat, smoke, drink, or do affects your sperm quality 72 days from now. So it's not important that they avoid it just on the days you're trying to conceive. You really want it to be a full lifestyle change because we don't want it around. We don't want it impacting the way that our sperm do mature. So marijuana, weed, it's out for males trying to conceive. Our 4th tip for improving and boosting male fertility is actually to have more sex. A lot of men will be excited to hear this one. That's right. There's a happy medium between abstinence and having too much sex. So typically, if you have sex every 2 to 3 days or 2 to 3 times a week, you're really going to be in that happy medium between making sure that your sperm count is up, but our quality is not decreasing. So every 2 to 3 days, sex about 2 to 3 times a week, which ends up being perfect because those are the days that it's best to have intercourse within your fertile window. But again, we want to have more sex, not only sex in your partner's fertile window, but sex throughout the entire month just to make sure that sperm count and sperm quality is continued on throughout that entire process. All right, my number 5 tip for improving male sperm quality and fertility is to decrease your exposures to environmental toxins. That's right. We've seen a very large decrease in male fertility, and a lot of it is suspected to be associated with this kind of toxic environment that we live in. So there's a lot that you can do around your house to actually help to improve and decrease your exposures to environmental toxins. So for starters, a really easy swap is to stop using disposable plastic water bottles that have BPA in them. They're really crunchy ones. We don't want to use those. We want to switch to very quality filtered water that's going to filter out anything that is in our water system. And then drink that water out of either glass or metal kind of tin or aluminum containers. That way we're decreasing our exposures to microplastics and just making sure that we are getting very good quality water. Has a big impact. A few other considerations in order to decrease your exposure is to slowly switch out any lotions, body washes, or shampoos, and make sure that they're free of endocrine disrupting chemicals. So, looking out for things like phthalates and parabens, we want to stay away from those. They can disrupt the immune system and then affect male fertility in the end. And then, lastly, also, we want to switch out cleaning supplies. In our cleaning products, there's a lot of icky things in it that can mess with our hormones. So, it's best to switch to something very simple and natural. Even just using purified water with vinegar and a drop or two of essential oils really tends to clean stuff just as well as other cleaning products. And we don't get all those kind of negative side effects that can come with some of the harsher chemicals that are within those cleaning products. So that's just an easy way for you to start to slowly but surely clean up that environment to really support male fertility. Number 6 tip for boosting male fertility is to stay out of hot tubs and saunas. That's right. If you're a big bathtub or hot tub soaker, this is not the time to indulge in that hobby while trying to conceive. Sperm are very, very sensitive to temperature, and that's actually why the testicles hang outside of the body because they actually help keep the sperm even cooler than your internal body temperature is. So, when you're constantly soaking or being somewhere like a sauna or a hot tub, you're actually raising the temperature in your testes, and that can negatively impact sperm count and quality. So we really want to make sure that we're avoiding those. Showers are perfectly fine, but we really want to make sure we're protecting that package and keeping it away from big sources of heat whenever possible. Number 7 on the list goes right along with number 6. It's really important to not wear too restrictive of underwear. Boxers are actually a very good switch when trying to conceive. It lets the testicles hang, it lets everything breathe, it lets them be a nice cool temperature that they want to be. When you're wearing like very compressive undergarments or briefs that are too tight, it can compress and keep the testicles too close to the body temperature, increase the temperature, and then therefore decrease sperm quality. So say yes to loose, comfortable clothing. All right, number 8. We also want to make sure, in order to boost sperm health, that we're staying away from sports and activities that could potentially impact actual testicular function. So, extreme road biking or doing lots of kind of fighting sports, such as like MMA or Krav Maga, sometimes can impact sperm quality. We just want to make sure that the testicles are being protected and we're doing everything we can to support that nice, healthy sperm development. Number 9 on the list is to say yes to heavy weightlifting. That's right. We kind of want to stay away from cardio, and a really good way to boost testosterone is actually to do very heavyweight, low rep style weightlifting. That means it's a lot of squats, deadlifts, and bench press, things that use a lot of different muscle groups all at once, very large movements. Those can actually to help increase testosterone levels and increase fertility. Again, cardio is important in moderation, though. We don't want to overdo it. So I'm a really big fan of weightlifting as exercise for men who are trying to conceive. The last one is a really, really important one. In order to boost and maintain male fertility, you really want to maintain a healthy weight. High BMIs are correlated with low sperm quality. So having a BMI in the 20 to 25 range is actually optimal for conception, and we really want to try to get your BMI within that range. So there you have it. Those are your 10 ways to boost male fertility and help improve your sperm health. Change doesn't happen overnight. Pick a few things off the list to improve and just try to slowly add them on one by one by one. If you have any comments or questions, we'd love to hear them below. And again, please like and subscribe for more Premom content. Have a great one and happy TTC.